So I did a YouTube poll asking what your favorite board was, and I thought I'd do a quick video going over each board and then ranking them from best to worst. Let's start with Yoshi's Tropical Island. This got 15% of the votes, but I can't say I'm surprised because what is better than an island full of Yoshis? I do quite like this map's unique mechanic because it allows you to strategize, but then it's also got that random element to it. However, I will say that personally this stops me from going on the left-hand island because the right-hand island has the boo space, whereas the left-hand island has the item shop, and obviously the boo space is a lot better. Because of this, I think that maybe it would be better if the islands were a bit smaller with less spaces, so that you could get around faster and change islands more easily. Or maybe if they added a third island in the middle that had an extra gimmick or another way that you could travel between the two islands. Unfortunately, this board is missing bank spaces and the chomp call, but to be fair, it is just a 1-star difficulty, so as an entry level board, it serves its purpose pretty well. Up next is Spaceland. And I would say this is a pretty well designed board. It's quite large, but that's okay because it offers a lot of different paths you can take and each space features multiple times. The main mechanic on this board is so unforgiving, which I think is awesome. It forces you to pay attention and to plan your strategy around it. Do you play it safe or do you risk it all? Then you've also got the Womp cars, which just feel so Mario Party to me. And they just add that little extra layer to the board. So they've put this as a 2-star difficulty. I think it should swap places with Peach's Birthday Cake because this board has a lot more going on, and in my opinion, it's a great board. So let's move on to Peach's Birthday Cake. Like I said, this is a 3-star difficulty, but to be honest, it could probably be a 1-star. It's quite a unique board, but it's also pretty simple. There's no bank space, no chomp call, and no boo. I do like the piranha plants on this board, it's quite a cool mechanic, and they can really turn a game around, which is what Mario Party is all about. My biggest critique would have to be that the board is quite repetitive, and after playing it a few times, most of the matches are pretty similar. No wait, I lied. The worst thing about this board is that it always makes me so damn hungry. Alright, let's talk about Woody Woods, a board that you guys don't seem to rank very highly, which is hard to understand because it's clearly got the best name out of all the boards. But in all seriousness, this board does have a few issues. Unfortunately, the main mechanic of the board is probably the worst part about it, and I think it would be a lot better if the arrows changed every 2 turns. This would mean you wouldn't depend so much on good dice rolls and you could use the event space to set yourself up for the following turn. I also like the idea of the Dark Woods, but it seems like a lot of people avoid going up there. Maybe it would be better if the Dark Woods was in the middle of the board and you could cut through it if you wanted to get across the board faster, but you ran the risk of running into Evil Woody. I have to say though, for whatever reason, there is something about Woody Woods that I do like, and I don't really know what it is. Last but not least, we have Horrorland, which is quite clearly your guys' favourite board, and I can understand why. I would say this board is a pretty perfect example of what Mario Party's all about. There's so much going on. You've got the day and night cycle which affects interactions on the board. You've got Kamek, you've got Mr. I, you've got that weird dance party thing that I don't understand but I love it. There's Womp, there's Boo, everybody loves Boo. And all of these things just work, and they work well. And it allows for some really in-depth strategizing. But it also allows you to turn the game around in the final turns. And these are all things we expect to see in a game of Mario Party. The only thing I'm not too sure about is King Boo because he's just so overpowered, but he does make it a lot of fun. So the question is, how do I rank them? Apologies to the Peach's Birthday Cake lovers out there, but it's going in 5th place for me. I like Woody Woods, but the bad mechanics mean it's gonna end up in 4th place. Even though Yoshi's my boy, I gotta put his Tropical Island in 3rd place. As you've probably guessed, 2nd place is gonna be Spaceland, which means my pick for the best board goes to Horrorland. But I do have to say I enjoy all the boards in Mario Party, and this has just been my opinion, which is practically worthless. So let me know your favorites down in the comments and why, and as always, like the video and subscribe. See you next time.